I'm here with Steven Poole, buddy of mine from Virginia. He traveled down to Alabama to go do some coyote and hog hunting, and it looked like they had a pretty good hunt. He's here to tell us about it.
Yeah, we were on this set here. I mean, this is right. I mean, we had about 20 minutes before daylight. I mean, the one dog circled our wind was blowing right to left. So we knew he was drawing, going to try to get our wind. So once this one got in about 100, about a buck 75, something like that, we decided to go and take our chances with that one after that. So he stopped there. Bad idea.
Yeah,
We
right.
piled him up. And then at that point, like I say, we triple tapped him. The other one had already made it down to the draw below us. So by the time we got back on him, he was cutting back the way they came.
Y'all had a crosswind too, though, didn't you? Didn't you have left to right or right to left? Yeah.
Yeah, we had the wind blowing down the hill on that one. So that was already just about to our wind.
I got you. Y'all clear cut now.
Yeah, man, there's a pile of them down there. These dogs, we had a triple come in. They answered like a couple 100 yards up in the woods. So we knew they'd come. But, of course, they split up. You know, Buddy's on one dog. He can't see mine. I can't see his. And like I say, I'm sitting at about 205 right there with that one. And every time it seemed like I was ready, he wasn't. Or he was ready, and I wasn't. And then, like you say, when I finally get settled in to shoot, he said he's good. I'm sitting up in some where they debarked the pine trees up there. I can't get the gun to settle in tight when I start dialing in. So I had to kick the tripod, get it settled. By that time, his had already started walking. So in this thing, when I get to doing the whole shaking and moving deal going on here in a second, that's when I tell him to hold up. At that point, it drops over the hill and back in another wash. I think it's skitter tracks back there. He can't see his at all. So it's one of the hills where finally, I think his dog jumped up on a log, and I started on the count. When I got to 2, he said, whoa. And at that point, I just squeezed. It was shot to that one, but the other 2 took off back in the woods. Well, they checked up, didn't really seem too spooked. I rolled back in on a hurt coyote and a pup distress for about 3 or 4 minutes. And then the one come out in the roadbed, the other one come out in the hollow. Well, they started coming right back to the same spot where the other dog was laying dead. My call was probably only, 80 yards in front of the one that was laying out there in the middle of the clear cut. So this one here, when it comes up, I told Buddy to get on it. I was just there for moral support at that point once he shot. But I think the dog's sitting at like 240, 250 right there. But it ends up coming right down to the same brush pile that we already had the one laying on the ground at. Once he gets in behind the brush pile there, I hit pause on the call. And he's trying to pin where his buddy's at, I guess, at that point. So when he steps in behind it, as soon as he clears there, I mute the call. I'm trying to keep an eye on the one to the left. That one there seems a little bit more gun shy. Stayed farther back off the road, stayed out at 325. So when this one here comes up there in the frame, that one there's still back at 350. That's when I told him just go in and get him taken care of. Because if you look at it here, I think once he comes down here another 15, 20 feet, the dog's dead. You can see it laying in the thermal. He'll move up a little bit. Like I say, there's so much stuff in the clear cut you can't see. He comes down here when he checks up. The dog that we just shot is just to the right of him. So when he shoots, he gets tightened up, gets ready to shoot. I went back one more time. At that point, I said, that one ain't coming. So we went on and got dialed in on him. I think he puts one in his chest, and when he rolled sideways, I put one through the melon on him. So he definitely wasn't going anywhere.
Right. Yeah, Steven's running the Super Yoter from Bearing Optics, and so everybody knows that when you run the Bearing Optics, when you record, it doesn't show up that he's using picture-in-picture on there for these longer shots like that. But looks like y'all had a good time, and y'all got some good hogs too. We didn't put that video on here. I forgot about that one. I don't know if we did. Did you get a video of the hog or no?
Yeah, buddy of mine killed I think it was 235, and then the other buddy of mine, he killed about 135-pound boar. But the other guy killed one. I think he was up in a tripod stand out in the clear cut. He ended up shooting that one. We went back the next day and ranged it like 345.
Wow.
I mean, that thing, it was a poke. But the grand you hit a pig at 345, I think he managed to dump the whole mag at him. But he got him on the ground. But he said, I wasn't going to stop till he hit the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we appreciate it. And anybody out there looking for some hogsters, bearing optics, pulsar, what we have in stock right now, give us a call. And if you like the voiceover, hit the like button. These things take a little more time to do, but we sure like to know that you guys are liking what we're trying to provide. So appreciate it, Steven. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, bud.
All right, man.